Are mass graves from the Nazi death marches still being found? Imagine walking through a quiet field and discovering a hidden story buried beneath the earth. Many of these stories are about the victims of the Nazi death marches during World War II. These marches happen when the Nazis forced prisoners from concentration camps to move across Europe as the Allies advanced. Thousands of prisoners died along these routes from exhaustion, starvation, exposure, or execution. Their bodies were often buried in mass graves, some marked and others left hidden. Right after the war ended, many of these graves were found. Local communities and investigators uncovered sites near camps like Auschwitz, where prisoners had been forced to march. Some graves were marked with memorials or plaques to honor those who died. In places like Poland, towns such as Brzesk have preserved these burial sites and care for the remains. Sometimes, remains were moved to cemeteries to give families a place to mourn. Despite efforts by the Nazis to hide their crimes, such as burning bodies and destroying evidence, many graves still exist. Over the years, archaeologists and historians have used new tools to locate these sites. Metal detectors, ground-penetrating radar, and local stories have helped find graves that were previously unknown. Because the death marches stretched over large parts of Eastern and Central Europe, some graves are still waiting to be discovered. Finding these graves is important because it keeps the memory of the victims alive. It also provides physical proof of the atrocities committed. These discoveries help survivors, families, and future generations understand the scale of the suffering. While many graves were uncovered soon after the war, new sites are still being found today through ongoing research and community efforts. In some cases, remains are still being identified and respectfully reburied. These efforts reminded us of the importance of remembering history and seeking justice. The discovery of mass graves from the Nazi death marches continues to be a somber but vital part of understanding the final chapter of the Holocaust. It shows how the past still echoes in the present and why honoring those who suffered is so essential.